stamped which way it's going to go. So on the last, what is today, Friday? Last, prior to getting the call from Mac, there's always a little bit of that.
You get that call yesterday afternoon?
No, it's Wednesday. I don't recall. Not sure time-wise when it was. Later Wednesday.
And you spent yesterday negotiating.
Just working through different ideas, meeting with Mac and on some things and finalizing if we could continue to move in that direction.
Has he said anything to you about additional money for assistant coaches and the ability to hire?
No, he wants to be very competitive, and he expects us to put together a great staff, and he expects he understands the things that we need to do to move forward. So we're working through those.
Barry, you mentioned earlier
on your staff now already.
We're started meeting this morning, and we'll be continuing to meet here over the next couple of days.
Barry, you mentioned earlier that the career aspiration was to be a head coach at some point.
Yeah.
Over years and years in football, what goes into preparation for that kind of role?
Well, I think if you're able, fortunately for me, starting as a high school head coach, an assistant coach, a high school head coach, I was a graduate assistant, was the director of recruiting, was the director of football operations, and then an assistant coach. I was able to see how everything was tied together. Coach Pinkel awarded me the opportunity to kind of stand side by side with him through a lot of different things for him as the head coach when I was in the operations role, and that gave me a really good scope on how things fit and how things work together. Some good and some bad on how to run things. I was able to learn from him.
What do you think makes this a good job? That's what Mac was saying. This is one of the best jobs.
I think the leadership on campus, the leadership within our athletic program and department, the kids that we're going to be able to recruit here, the student athletes, and then the opportunity to play in the conference that we play in. It's the best in the country.
How do you think because you weren't 6'3" with a 4.3 40-yard dash and you achieved so much, how do you think that helps you as a coach?
Well, I think my competitive spirit has been woven in from an early age. I want to be the best at whatever I'm doing, and that was taught to me just by our family values growing up. And I'm fortunate and blessed that I had a great family that really provided everything that I ever needed. And I knew at the end of the day, if you work hard and treat people right, then things will eventually work out.
You've said that you didn't really allow yourself to dream about this job. So did you pinch yourself when the alarm went off Thursday? Or Friday?
A little. Last few hours have been surreal at times, but also I understand the responsibility that I have and things I need to get done so urgently within recruiting that I'm anxious to get to work.
I was going to say, you going to hit the road this weekend?
Yeah, we started calling guys last night and leaving later this evening to go see a number of guys.